What's the password? Nah, that ain't it.
Hey, thanks for coming in to a toy car case event at Johnny Roman Supper Club. We are looking at Roco Minitanks, and we've got one case to go. We've looked through 3 and 2 parts bins, but now looking at these two, I'm thinking those are the wrong turrets for those bases. But I'm sure you guys have already told me about that. So, you ready to do this? Here's my 2 cases, my 2 favorite ones, and let's take a look. Hey cats and kittens, it's a toy car case event at Johnny Roman Supper Club. It is 3:16 on Old Johnny Clock. Let's see what pulled into our parking lot.
The military's taking over today! Special edition!
Now if you're coming in the tail end of this series, there's 4 in this series. These are Roco Minitanks that I picked up at our model show, at our NIMCON show, and it was a total blessing of God, because the guy was going to bring these in, and he didn't because he thought he had to share space with this other guy who never showed up, and so he left them at home. And he mentioned to me, and I'm like, would you be interested in selling them? And he's like, yes. And he gave me a very fair price, and my collection just grew considerably. Look at this one. This one is pretty amazing. Now some of these I remember and some I don't. And again, I don't know if these are the actual turrets for the bases or not. I couldn't tell you. Adam could tell you, but not old Johnny. Yeah, see, that one doesn't fit in there, but that looks like the back of the tank, so I'm not quite sure. Made in Austrian, a DBGM. But again, I'm just kind of going through these kind of quick. So I'm still trying to figure them all out. Now that one had an extra barrel in it, and this section had an extra turret in it. And here's the tank that came with that. Look at that. Oh, this is an oldie. Made in Austria. Conqueror. But that, this might be a newer one. Look at the details on these. Again, if you don't know Roco Minitanks, coolest things in town for old Johnny. But thank God we all have different tastes, right? Look at this German half-track. So cool. The sides flip up and down. I did have this one as a kid. There is one decal on this. He has added these red signals on it. And look, he painted even the lights on the front. Very nice. Which could be cleaned up with a really sharp X-Acto. See, this is what I remember. Super tiny writing. This is the Mach-Schlepper. Look at that. Again, so cool. Totally rusty axles and stuff on these, but please. These came out, what, in the 60s? Here's another German half-track. I think the American half-tracks were cooler. But that's me. Look at that. Again, the same thing. That must be a half-track. Look at that. Again, so much fun on those half tracks. Here's a turret. And again, Adam, you're probably going, that's off of this type of tank or that type of tank, and I have no idea. Here, this looks like another radar. O'Reilly truck. Big radar would fit on the top, which we saw in the parts bin on one of the last videos. And then look at this, I remember this one as well. 8 guns, 10 guns on that. Now they made all the little decals for this 1/87 scale and just so cool. I don't have any. I don't remember having any in my original sets. But I know my brother Mo had access to some for his. And maybe they came in them originally, but who knows. Another turret exactly like that one. And maybe those go on this. Nope. That doesn't look normal at all. Let's see what we got in this glass. Oh, this, it goes in here. Look how low that is. Yes, definitely. So cool. Oh, and here is a little gun. The base of that one, which is cool. And then another, instead of treads, wheels, which they're cool, but I always like treads. Just me. DB6M, so I'm wondering if DB is their internal tracking numbers on these for Roco. Interesting. We got a short gun and a long gun. It rotates around. DBGM. But this, and he's got it's almost like a fake base in there to hold those into place. Look at this. That is wild. Does go up and down. Rotates. So cool. These Rocos are so cool. Oh. Again, these were my faves. The half tracks with guns in them. Look at that. That is just so cool to me. Now that one said, oh yeah, that comes up and rotates. So look at that. Oh. Now this is a older German, and there's a hook to pull the 88mm gun that they would use. Look at this. Just missing one of the side panels. Wow. Just amazing. These are so cool to me. It's just, what a dork. I'm a Dorkosaurus Rex. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's like the 8-ton. Oh, that. Okay. I was going to say that roof is glued on. It's kind of crooked. Look at that. Oh, so amazing. I do have a 1/35 scale of these Not this particular one with this big, large back end, but one to pull a 88mm gun, which is, again, so cool. I had the model kit as a kid, and it was pretty cool. This is, again, these were my favorite, were these trucks. And I don't know why. I had a ton of these trucks. Like this, the box trucks, the command centers. Again, just so cool to me. Look at that. So, I guess now I'm going to be on the lookout for some more trucks. Here's the back end for this one, probably. Oh, wait. What's going on? So that you can have the top up or down. That looks like it would be that. But that top is glued into place, so it would take a little persuasion to get that undone. Here's one of the flaps for one of the flak guns. Probably this one right here. It just needs a little tab to get it back into place. Again, these I loved. I am actually looking at these in real life as a daily. I think that would be so wild. Trixie'd have to ride in the back. Wouldn't that be crazy to drive one of these every day? You'd have to upgrade it with heating and air conditioning because old Johnny, the heat doesn't like them too much. Cold, you can put a blanket on, but look at this. It's like some sort of control vehicle. Now again, I had a ton of these little Jeeps, and I thought these were the coolest. The Jeeps, the little trucks, the oh my gosh, Fat Finger Freddy trying to get it out here. So this looks like a British truck. Again, these are so fragile, but all cool when they're working. Just take your time and patience. And you can get them looking pretty spectacular. Whoops, a doozer. Anyways, you get the idea. Oh, look at that. There's a lot of seating in there. And again, these, we had tops for a bunch of other trucks, but the trucks aren't in here, which is too bad because one of the parts bin had all the trucks. Just one Jeep. So cool. Again, just amazing. They made motorcycles too, Harley Davidsons, and the Jeep does have a tow hook on it, which is really cool. I had, again, a ton of Jeeps, ton of them. Oh, I guess he has a second one, so that's good. Because these were cool, and that's when Rat Patrol came out, and you know, you'd have to have the Rat Patrol guys. Here's an extra seat for the back of one of those vehicles. And here it is, the cooktop. Now, I did find one of these painted bright yellow in a parts bin at a garage sale, just this, and I'm like so sad that there weren't more of those in there. And again, this was another trailer I had, which I thought was just cool as all get out. Now, as a kid, I was buying German Panzer and Tiger tanks, the American Shermans, and I forget what the other ones are. And look at this. So cool. Again, these things are all so fragile. That would be being towed behind your Jeep. And how cool is that? Look at this. Right? Oh, I'm a nerd. Sorry. But this is it. You ready? You ready for the one that I love the most? Big Charlie, if you're still around. It's an ambulance. This ambulance was in my collection, and it had a big red cross on the top and on the sides, and ambulance written across the front. It was the coolest of cool. So recently, if you remember, at my Nerdy Model Club, I did buy this kit, and that's before I got these Roco mini tanks, just so I could have a kit. Now this is 1/72nd, these are 1/87th scale, so we're way off on scale, but so cool. Again, I had so many different different trucks and vehicles and stuff like that. Now let's get into, whoa, we're just shooting off in the air, sorry about that. Here's our last little bit of case, which is cool, and these are some bigger pieces. You ready? So here's your 88mm guns that actually pull on a trailer behind those half tracks. Here's some more guns. Just pretty amazing on their setups and stuff. I mean, this is all from the same style tank. And look at this. Oh, remember these? And you put a thread across it as a tank barrier. And then these would spread out like this. I've got several of those. Here's one. Oh, it looks like it's almost together. Nice, and these spread out like this, and then they could, oh, the barrel on that one's busted. But look at this long barrel. Holy smokes. And then the rocket launcher. I had a truck with a rocket launcher on it that shot these rockets, and this was the apparatus that the rocket would go up, which is cool. Again, these bases of these trucks, look at all these. Oh! All the rafts. And then here's the tow truck, and we saw the hook in the parts bin. Oh, here it is. This is the rocket launcher base, but here's the rocket launcher itself. It looks a little over glued, but this is it. And that rocket will go on it. Hopefully there's enough pieces to build out the windshield and the canopy on that. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that could be for the tow truck, tow winch. Nope, that's something different. And again, just trying to figure out what all these things are for. And then here's a couple more truck bases, which is good. Look at that. Nice, just missing wheels on the front of that one. Another tanked recovery vehicle. Oh, that's a heavy-duty truck chassis. And look at that, the back wheels rotate. Again, another base. And I'll find these loose different places, and I just love them and try and pick them up whenever I can, any piece or part, because you just never know what's going to happen. Oh, that looks like one of those all-terrain where they go in the water and out of the water, because there were a couple like that too. There's another base just like that. But again, typical boy, just destroys the crap out of everything. But to find this many pretty complete for the most part is just amazing to me. So, there it is. Oh, is this crazy? I know we're on super long time, but thanks for coming in. I appreciate those that stick out to the end and watch. These are so cool. Just kind of blowing me away. This ambulance, very cool. The little Jeeps, very cool. I'm gonna just need to find some decals for them and set up. See, this one can be towing this cook thing. One a gun, one a kitchen. So, did you have Roco mini tanks? Let me know. If you got any you want to get rid of, I'll give you my address. Rock on, my friends. Thank you for nerding out with me on the Roco mini tanks. I just love these things so cool. And we will see you on the flip-flop on that orange blacktop. And guess what? We'll show you Hot Wheels. So, till then, rock on, my babies! Rock on. I know you're a toy car case guy out there. It is 3:16 on Old Johnny Clark. Let's see what pulled into our parking lot. Hit that subscribe button and you won't miss out. Don't you wish you had that? This is the place to be!